The Bible verse I would just like you to remember today is Matthew chapter 22 verse 37, and this is what it reads: "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. For those of you who live in London, you will be aware that in the tube there is a sign and it says "Mind the gap," and it reminds us all to pay attention to that space between the train and the platform. In America there's similar signs, but it's not "Mind the gap," it's actually the word "think." Now, the point of both is very clear. In the midst of our daily routine, when we often fail to engage our minds in what we're doing, we just need to stop, to think, to see the gap, to watch the gap, mind the gap. Now, in our relationship with God, does this happen where we think, where we mind the gap? And Jesus was asked to state what was the greatest commandment. And he replied, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." Our minds are to be as fully yielded to God and as actively engaged in loving him as our hearts and souls are. In a book on Christian leadership, William Danforth writes, "When it is so easy to get our thinking done for us, the big temptation is not to think. Instead of engaging our minds as we worship and serve God, we follow familiar, predictable routines. Instead of thinking fearlessly and creatively about ways to express our love for the Lord, we become content to say and do what we've always done." There's no doubt about it, thinking is hard work. But you know what? Loving God is a great privilege, and that deserves all the mental muscle we all can put into it.